Another huge round of football. They seem to get bigger and bigger at this time of the year. And one of the big clashes this weekend is the modern-day rivalry between Geelong and Hawthorn. But this year it feels a little bit different because the Cats are sitting fifth on the table and the Hawks are one of the most informed teams in the competition. And Geelong's one-star defender, now maybe turned ruckman, Sam de Koning, joins us on the line to preview the action. Morning, Sam. How are you?
Well, thanks, Matt. How you going? Good to be here.
Yeah, really well, thank you. Thanks for jumping on. It is a big game this weekend against the Hawks. I feel like across the first couple of months of the season, they certainly were down the bottom of the ladder and they're almost an easy beat, but that's certainly not the case anymore. You're going to have to be on your game there on Saturday.
Yeah, for sure. They're looking in form. Got some good players firing and their system seems to be ticking along well. So, it'll be a big game for us for sure.
How much do you look forward to these games, not just these big clashes that mean a lot, but also getting to play in front of your home fans there at GMHBA Stadium? Because I would imagine this is one of the biggest games that the new stadium has probably held.
Yeah, it means so much to us. Having the new stand there and being able to fill the whole stands with our supporters, especially in these big clashes against some big Melbourne sides, means so much to us, and we can't wait, and we're excited for the fans to get out there and watch.
I said at the start that you're, at the moment anyway, a bit of a defender turned ruckman. Now, I want your honest answer, Sam. I don't want the answer that just says, I'm happy to play where the coach puts me. Do you like playing in the ruck?
I do. But you're probably going to get the same answer. I will go wherever the coach wants me to go. But I do think that throughout my juniors and coming up through that I'd like to say that I could play in multiple positions. So it's good to be around the ball in the ruck and see that side of it and have the game 360 degrees. So, it adds a bit to it, and I'm enjoying it at the moment. Yeah,
being around the ball that little bit more, I guess, is that the positive to getting your body slammed by the big guys each and every week, is that you get to see more of it, and you probably help your game develop a bit more being in that position.
Yeah, look, it's obviously it puts a toll on your body, being the ruck, and I've obviously got a lot to improve on in terms of my craft against those big bodies, but being around the ball and liking myself to being another extra midfielder in there, it's part of my game that I want to take to the next level, and I'm doing that at the moment, and the coaches have trust in me, and I'm enjoying the role.
It was a big win on Saturday night. Big crowd there at the MCG. Two teams that have been in the 8 for the majority of the season. In fact, probably all of the season. And I think a lot was spoken about the Bombers leading in, but you guys certainly came out there and stamped yourselves as a team to certainly take notice of heading into the back part of the year. What was the most pleasing thing from Chris's point of view when he spoke to you guys after the big victory on Saturday night?
Well, we just have a lot of trust in what we've been doing. Scotty's just huge on being committed to that and committed to the game, like our own individual game and what makes us good individually, and that'll create success as a team. So we've just been committed to that, and everyone's been really good getting into work every week and working on what makes them good. So we just had trust in each other, and that was pretty much it. Yeah, it just got rolling on the weekend, and it was good to get the win.
Yeah, it certainly did get rolling, particularly late on. You put them to the sword in the end. 45 points was the margin. I've got to ask about last week as well against your brother. Certainly looked to get a little bit heated out there on the ground as neutral fans watching on. It was quite entertaining. Did you enjoy that experience, taking him on in the ruck?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, I was pretty much the only one that knew during the week, so that was a pretty funny thing. He usually comes over, but I kind of barred him that week from coming over.
Is that right?
He might have been a bit sus. I didn't bar him. I just was a bit quiet when he was saying that he was around town. But it was fun getting out there and getting that competitive juice going and sibling rivalry. So he's obviously a pretty experienced ruckman, and I'm kind of just learning in that area. So he was pretty good on the night, but yeah, it was fun to get those juices flying and take it up to him.
Were you expecting there to be a little bit of trash talk between the two of you and a little bit of push and shove, or did that just sort of come out on the night?
No, I expected it. The Carlton boys are good on the chirp to me, especially just because I'm Tom's brother, and I think the Geelong boys are straight back at Tom, so I knew there was going to be a bit there, so I just tried to lean into it, embrace it, and yeah, there was no love lost after it, but it was good on the night.
Well, if you're taking them on once again in the finals, there'll be a whole lot more tension and there'll be even more eyeballs on it. So looking forward to that. He'll certainly know what's going on that week when you don't invite him around.
Yeah, for sure. I might try and not make it as obvious as this week, as last week.
Good idea. Hey, what about some of the other players at the club who a lot was made of Tyson Stengel's, I guess, will he or won't he stay at Geelong, and he's a premiership player, so his legacy there at Geelong's forever, but it must be a thrill for the club that he's committed on a long-term deal.
Yeah, we're so excited with that. Yeah, we love Tyson, what he brings to the club and how talented he is as a player. And for him to commit with a contract that big, that long, it's just great for the club and great for what we're doing with the younger boys coming through. So, yeah, we're super stoked with that.
I'm interested as well in your relationship with the coach, Chris Scott, who many people regard as one of the best coaches in the competition. He's a two-time premiership coach, and he's done it with two very different teams and lists. What would you say the biggest strength is of your coach, Chris Scott, and how is your relationship with him?
Yeah, it's good. It's great. Yeah, I would just say that he's just the ultimate leader. Like, we just have undeniable trust in what he can do, along with the assistant coaches, and when he stands out in front of us, yeah, it's just nothing but trust for what he has in store for us and the plan, and we just try and execute it as well as we can for him. So yeah, it's just every week we go out and we know that if we put his strategies in place, we can win, and we can win well. So I would just say he's just a great leader of us boys, and we just trust what he can do for us.
Wow, the Cats have been a remarkable organisation for a long time, and he has been at the top of it all. So the proof's certainly in the pudding. What do you like to get up to away from footy, Sam? Always like asking the players this, and being down there on the coast, do you get out there on the board and ride a few waves?
Yeah, I do. I like to go surfing, and I'm also a bit of a golfer as well as most of the boys are. I've been playing for a while now, since I was a teenager, so those are my two kind of getaways from footy, which is good when I'm living down here on the coast. It's nice and easy and helps me get away, which is great. What's
the handicap and what's the number one course down there?
Well, my handicap's a 14, so I'm not that good compared to some of the boys, and I'm a member at Torquay RSCV, so that's my go-to spot. And yeah, I like to rep that club because there's only a few of us there, and we like it in Torquay, which is good.
Outstanding. Who's the best golfer at the club?
I think it's Tommy Hawkins, but I've never had the pleasure of playing with him. He's a part-time golfer now, full-time dad. So I think he might have been a bit better back in the day, but I think he's still close to scratch golfer.
Wow.
So
how's he coming along with his rehab?
Yeah, obviously he's a professional. He's committed to coming back fit and healthy. So I've just seen him around the club and had a few chats with him, and he seems to be going well. It's all positive, and he's putting in that work, trying to get back as quick as he can. So yeah, we love Tommy.
I did say it's an amazing organisation, and it is. Like, we touched on Chris Scott, and you've mentioned Tom Hawkins. You get to play with Paddy Dangerfield. You've played with Joel Selwood and a host of other great players. In some ways, can you understand, I guess, how lucky you've been to have landed at Geelong and got the opportunity to play alongside and learn from some of the best players in the last 10, 15 years?
Yeah, I'll count my lucky stars every day that I've landed at Geelong with those great players around me to learn from. including Tom Stewart as well, you mentioned. But I mean, the list goes on. You could name all of them, but it's just something that when I walk through the door, you get the standard set for you, and the club's got such a great history to be proud of that every time you pull on the jumper, you're proud of it. And to have those people around you, I'm still pretty starstruck walking around sometimes and seeing Hawk and Danger and Stewie and Blitz and Dunks and the like. So, it's pretty surreal experience, but it gives you a lot of trust when you're running out there on game day that you can get the job done.
Well, you're contracted at the Cats till the end of next season. Long-term deals, they're the flavour of the month, Sam. The broadcast deals are in place now and the salary cap's going up. So have the contract negotiations started in terms of trying to sew you up long-term down there at the Cattery?
Look, I'm just trying to commit to my footy at the moment, trying to get better and work on the things that I need to get better on for myself and for the team. So that's kind of on the back burner at the moment, just trying to play some good footy and get some team success at the moment, because that's the goal, and there's only a short way left till the end of the season. So it's right in front of us for the taking, and I'm just committed to that at the moment, and everything else is kind of on the back burner.
Would you like to keep playing at Geelong for the rest of your career? I
love the club. It's a great club, as you say, and I'm really happy here at the moment. So, whatever's in store for the future, I'm happy, and I'm a Geelong person at the moment. So, yeah.
Well, you're a premiership player as well, Sam, and the fans love you. And again, it looks like you're going to be involved in September. So looking forward to seeing what you can do on Saturday afternoon against the Hawks. Huge game there at GMHBA Stadium. Cats fans can still secure their seat today and become a member at membership.geelongcats.com.au. Sammy, we appreciate your time. Thanks for jumping on.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
Sam de Koning joining us there, star Cats defender turned ruckman, with us on Breakfast.